What's happening, everybody? It's your man Dame, the NYDC. Two mics up. Now, this live is pre-recorded, but we are doing this in honor of, March. We're moving into March. It's the first day of March, and we're talking all about women, women's empowerment, women's Black history, all of these beautiful things that Now, today's guest is really, all about all of the things that I just talked about. And what you're going to find is the work that she's doing, because she's not new to Two Mics Up. She's been here before, and she's bringing a brand new event, brand new feeling, a brand new empowerment, because this is what she's all about. And I'm going to bring today's guest to the stage and to the other mic to join me. So I want you to all say hello again to the wonderful, the amazing Olivia Coffey. Olivia, I'm so glad. I love that smile. I love having you back here again with me today. And I'm going to stop talking for a minute because I really want to allow you a few minutes. One, to reintroduce yourself to our audience. And then two, we're going to really jump in to what you have coming up later on this month in March. So Olivia, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Thank you, Damien. First, I want to say I am just so appreciative that you have me back onto your show. I'm really excited about that. So I am founder of Youth EmpowerMe Foundation. So in a nutshell, we are the village for parents. Today, parents really need the help and support to help our youth become successful. So I have been a founder now. We created the nonprofit just before the pandemic. And here we are. We've had fundraisers, but we're excited because now we're actually going to be able to have our in-person event, our signature event, which is the EmpowerHer, EmpowerMe Mother-Daughter Summit. So that's coming up March 25th. And we're excited about the venue. We're having it at the hotel at the University of Maryland. It's an all-day event. It's an event where we're focusing on empowering mom or mother figures and their daughters between the age of 18. And what 8 and 18. So what makes the summit really, really unique is that the moms and daughters are in the sessions together. And that was what I wanted to occur, because as a school counselor, I'm a professional school counselor. I have been a counselor now, elementary school counselor, for over 30 years, a little over 30. Wow. So I have witnessed and I have experienced parents, moms are usually in the forefront in the school systems. They're the ones that come for the parent conferences and so forth. So moms are at their wits' end. When I first became a counselor, moms were struggling. Moms needed a village. They needed support. When I first became a counselor, I was in a school called Stevens Elementary School, and it's right on 21st and K Street. It is the first school, DC public school, that was designated for African-American students. And so I became a counselor there. And because the school is right on 21st and K, it's no longer there anymore. It's a historical site. Mm-hmm. But most of the families, most of the students were from single-headed mother households. Mm-hmm. So many of the women were single parents, and they really needed support. It was during a time in the 90s where our girls were showing up in the court systems, in the drug detection units and things like that at young ages. And that was a time in the 90s when there were like the drive-by shootings. It was a lot of drug problems and things like that. So here we are now, 2023. It's still a lot of crime. It's still a lot of drugs. We have marijuana that's now legal everywhere. Yeah. And so you have almost the same types of struggles that families are now having. Many of our families are trying really hard to help our youth, but the pandemic has caused a lot of challenges with social skills, and parents are at their wits' end. They're trying to help their youth, but we really need to be at a point where the community kind of comes in and kind of help these children meet success, because our girls in particular are really struggling today. Mm-hmm. They really, really are. And the moms are at their wits' end, and the moms are struggling too. Mm-hmm. Many of the moms that I work with, they're trying to struggle. They may have their own businesses. They may be really, really working really hard to try to build, a financial foundation for their family, but they're also at their wits' end trying to help their young girls with some of the social things that they're struggling with.
I want to jump in because you mentioned something very, very important. I think a critical piece. You talk about the community and really having the community's help. And I want those who are watching this to really pay attention and listen, because I want to know, what can we as a community do to participate or help support, you and your organization to fulfill that mission. Because like you said, our moms and our daughters are struggling, and we're being bombarded left and right with all of these images and different things. But what additional roles do you need, or do you feel that we as a community can do to help you and the organization fulfill your mission?
Well, you know what, Damon, when you were just talking and asking that question, I remember back in the day, a lot of times you would see, let's say, a young girl maybe dressed inappropriately. And, like you might be a neighbor or something, and you might say, I don't know why, that mama let her go out the house, looking like that.
Right.
And so that's sort of like a little judgment that we naturally do, right? Yeah, right. And we get frustrated with our youth when we see them out in public, when there's certain things that occur, we get frustrated. So what I need the community to do, like I've done, is let's change the script. Let's reach out. Let's be all hands on deck to try to help these young people. So as far as the Empower Her, Empower Me Summit that's coming up on the 25th, sponsor a family, sponsor a mom and the daughter. You may be a neighbor. You may see some of the girls in your community. They may be misbehaving. You may see that they're hanging out with the guys and the fellas, or they may be using profanity or whatever. But instead of shaking your head, reach out. A lot of times, people used to complain about that nosy neighbor, right, or that family member that's always complaining, about, their sibling, just not the siblings, but like their nieces and nephews and things like that. Mm-hmm. Approach that mom and extend a helping hand, and it would be perfect, because I want all the moms that are struggling with their daughters to participate in this program, because it's a program that's going to help empower her, which is the daughter, but also empower me, which is the mom, because moms are the foundation of the family. And so what happens is when our self-image or our confidence is low, we're the example for that girl. So we want to make sure, one of the reasons why the conference or the summit was created is to give moms that confidence. We have a session called Momfidence, which is giving mom confidence, so she'll know how to display confidence for her daughter. We also have a workshop that focuses on like health and wellness, where we know that a lot of these children and youth, they're doing a lot of fast food eating. They're not eating healthy. They're not focusing on nutrition like they should. Like back in the day when we would have, really, they call it organic food, but it was just home cooked food, right?
Right.
So we have a workshop presenter that is a chef, and she's going to show her session is called A Pretty Face Starts on Your Plate, something like that. Let me see, what is it called? It's a really catchy workshop that she has actually designed to kind of show women, how different fruits and vegetables really help your skin, and so forth.
I love that because I saw you talking about Cherie Edwards, the chef. She has the
Yes,
a pretty face begins with your plate.
right.
Uh,
I always
and,
forget. Hmm.
and I love that because I'm gonna tell you how ironic, and I want you to talk about the presentees that are going to be presenting. But funny enough, I have an elementary school classmate who's actually presenting the yoga portion.
Really?
My element Courtney Brown. She and
Yes.
we go all the way back to Nassau Lutheran Elementary School. So when I saw it, I was like, yo, I'm blown away. So talk about, some of the other presentees and some of the things that people can expect when they come, to the event. Yeah, I mean, this is amazing. You have some really great people presenting.
Yes, I do. And thank you for correction on the name of that workshop, because I know Cherie will probably say, what in the world? That's not what it's named. Well, Courtney Brown, oh my gosh, Courtney Brown is going to do our yoga session. And she's the owner of Shabak Yoga. And she has actually trademarked this yoga style, which is gospel yoga flow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so cool because she has a way, and she participated in our virtual summits that we had in 2020 and 2021. So she does an excellent job connecting that the gospel part, connecting it with some of the traditional yoga phrases and movements and things like that. So she starts us off in the morning at 8 o'clock. And then after that, we have the one I just mentioned, Momfidence. We have Crystal Brooks. She has her own nonprofit, and she's really, really, her community really loves her. She does a great job. She's an author of a book, and I can't remember the name of her book, but look on our website. I have information about each presenter. And then she's doing Momfidence. And then we have Tony Restrepo, who is a holistic spiritual counselor, and she's focusing on, she named hers Confher-Dence. That's CONFHER Dence. And she's focusing on making sure moms realize how they can really, really be an example of confidence and have a good self-image, because our moms are the reason why our girls will have good self-esteem and self-worth, is because if we display that as moms, it's a good example for our girls. Mm-hmm. So that's one session, two of the sessions. And then we talked about Chef Riri's pretty face begins with your plate, and she's going to give you a cooking demonstration. Mm-hmm. So those are the three workshops that are so important. It kind of touches on those pillars, which is health and wellness, which is mental health, which social emotional awareness, as well as showing them, just how to de-stress and things like that. But the moms and the daughters are in the sessions together, which is really cool, because we know when they get the same information together, they can reinforce it when they leave the summit.
Oh man, I'm blown away, because that's just one side though that you're talking about, right? Or just one portion.
Right.
You still have a whole additional portion.
Exactly.
That people can learn and grow and feed off of. So please talk about that portion as well.
Yes. So in the afternoon, after the 3 breakout sessions with mom and daughter together, we're splitting moms and daughters apart. So moms will have their own EmpowerMe panel discussion. So this is when moms can really decompress without their daughters there. And they're going to have a panel of women, about 5 women, that will be there to entertain any questions that they may have. Maybe they want to continue to learn about some of the information they received in the sessions. Now, our panelists are so cool. We have Atoya Burlinson. She is Nate Burlinson's wife, and she is one of our panelists as well. And Nate Burlinson, he does that CBS morning show. Mm-hmm. So she is so dynamic. She's going to be there. She's a mom. She's also a podcast. She has a podcast called Inside Lines NFL, something like that. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So she has been working with the moms and the wives of the NFL. And she's been pouring into them because, they have their own challenges. Sometimes you think that people you see that are high profile in the limelight, mm-hmm. they're human like we are. So she's used to, sort of giving women encouragement, empowering them on her podcast as well. And then we have another woman that she's a professional. She has her own practice. She's a neuropsychologist. And so one of the things that she can sort of help is that when you have a daughter that may have special needs, you may get some information from her, because one of the things that I'm finding is that we have resources sometimes in the community only for those moms who have special needs daughters. We don't have resources for those moms that may have a child that they don't have those special needs, but they do need the mental health piece. Mm-hmm. And we know now, we see that a lot of young people are really, really struggling with mental health issues. Mm-hmm. And maybe even if it's not the child, it may be the mom. She may have, some depression and things like that's going on. So she'll be there to be able to support some of those questions. Mm-hmm. And then we have other business owners that are in the panel as well. So at the same time as the panel discussion will be taking place for the moms, the daughters are going to be split up. And we have what we call the Pretty with Purpose sessions for tweens, teens, and preteens.
Oh, wow.
So we want to split them up so they can talk candidly about some of the struggles that they have. And I know as a school counselor, many times these girls come to me and they share information and they have certain challenges that they don't tell their moms. They don't feel comfortable telling their moms. Mm. So the women that are conducting those sessions are professional counselors. They are psychologists, and they have the expertise to work with children, to sort of stimulate them to start talking and to kind of address some of the current concerns that they may have. So those are going to be powerful sessions individually as well, because we thought that, moms and daughters need to be together to learn and listen to know how to empower one another. But we do need to give them an opportunity to really, really be able to share candidly, openly, and get some answers and some tools to take away from the summit. Mm. So that is an afternoon session. But after that session, we're having the fashion show. We're having a Pretty with Purpose fashion show. So the fashion show is not your traditional fashion show. It's a time where the girls will be able to display what to wear for any occasion. So we're focusing, the three categories will be casually confident, how to show confidence in what you wear, how to show others that you're confident. One of the things that I'm a boy mom, but I was a daughter first. So that's one of the reasons why I can really, really relate and be able to know what works, for the girls, as well as being a professional counselor. Most of the students that I deal with on a regular basis, the majority of them, well, I'm going to say 50-50 is boys and girls. But anyway, the fashion show will show how to show that you're confident in your clothes. My son, for instance, I'll give you a good example. We went someplace together to an event and he had some jeans on and he had the tags still on the jeans. And I'm like, why do you still have the tags on the jeans? He said, well, that's how you wear the jeans now. And I'm thinking to myself, and I told him, I said, that shows that you're confident about that brand, but it's not showing me that you're confident about yourself.
Yes.
So we need to show these young people, especially these girls, how to show confidence by what you chose to wear. So that's why I said it's going to be casually confident, when you're out and about, going to a birthday party, going to maybe an event and so on. And then we want to show them how to dress up. And when I say dress up, is dress up, not dress down. How to look really good and appropriate for, an after 5 event. Or for prom,
right?
Or for any kind of dressy event. How to dress up, and look confident in your clothes. And then thirdly, we want to show you how to dress for success. For my teenagers, how do you go to an internship? How do you go to an interview?
Yes.
How do you, for instance, if you're applying to a certain school, to college, what do you wear when you're meeting with the advisors and so forth, with the professionals there? So we need to show them those things, how to look confident and how to dress for any occasion. So that's what the fashion show is all about. So the fashion show is going to be with moms and daughters together. So it's going to be really cute. Moms will walk down the runway with their daughters. So that's going to be really nice.
I love it. I love, and I'm sitting here because there is so much to this summit and to this event. And I wanted to make sure I give you all the time, because everything that you're talking about is so important, and it's very critical to the success of our community. Let's just call it what it is. You know, we don't talk about, we don't share enough of these type of events to really show purpose, right? Because I come from a different side, being the youngest boy. You know, I've always been around women in my life, and I've always understood, you know, we want to highlight, we want to elevate, you know, the women in our community, the women in our family, to instill value. And now I'm talking as a dad and as a man to other men. You know, if you're a man, I'm trying to put this on my calendar and clear my calendar, because I want to come and show up and support. Men, we need to show up and support our women. Even if you're not with them, these are still your daughters. Your daughters are tomorrow's future. They are the reason why we are here as men. Our dynamics is broken in our community. So, men, I'm challenging you to take time out of your day and show up and support this event, support these young women, support these single mothers, support this movement, because it is so needed. And I am just proud that I am able to be a part of telling your story, Olivia. It's amazing, and continue. You know, I want to see this thing continue to expand and grow. But I also have to ask you, you know, now that we've talked about it, what do you need, or how can we get more people to come out, whether it be register, sponsor? Like, please take a minute
Okay.
and talk about that, because we really want to get behind this action.
Well, share and sponsor. That's the key. And when you said the men, the fathers, the uncles, the dads, they need to support. Support means sponsor that family. Like if you have a daughter, or you have a niece, or any I guess mentee that you have, you know, there's a girl that you have been trying to pour your time into to kind of help that family. Sponsor them. That's a nice gift. Give them a gift, a ticket, one ticket, mom and daughter together, and then offer that to them. We don't want to give them any excuses. For instance, I have families, I have a girl power club that I've had every year, and these girls, they're really, really struggling with their behavior, and they really, really need to be at the summit. And I don't want to give the moms any excuse not to be there with them. So I have asked for sponsors to please donate. Go on our website, sponsor a girl and her mom. Right now, the tickets are $175. That's together. So one ticket, $175, and you get so much for that. Not only you get the tools to help them empower one another, but you also we got breakfast, we have lunch, we're going to have a 360 photo booth. We're making it fun, and we're going to have these really good vendors. They are what I call the resourceful vendors. These are women that have practices and businesses to extend support and the tools after the summit. So we don't want the summit to be just a one-stop shop. We have women there. The vendors are going to be there to be able, they have programs for girls. They have all kinds of activities throughout the year for moms and for daughters. So we want to make sure that they see and they're able to network with these women to continue to get the support that they need after the summit. Because like you said, the summit is going to be an annual event. It's going to be every year. You'll be able to continue to learn and grow together. But we also going to start adding the boys too. That's something that I have the platform for Empower Hemp. So we're gonna support the families with the boys as well. But it will be an annual thing, and we will have resources always there for them to continue to grow and develop and get the things that they need to be successful.
Y'all heard it here. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than go out, gentlemen, like Olivia said, if you have a family, a mother and a daughter family, go out and sponsor them, buy some tickets and give it to them so that they can make sure that they are a part of this magnificent, summit, with everything that's going on from top to bottom. And most importantly, like Olivia said, this is going to be an ongoing thing. This may be a yearly thing, but she's working on providing services and things after the event, continuous growth, for our young women, our mothers. So go out and get behind it and support the cause. It's an awesome thing. And before we close out, Olivia, I do want to allow you, please go ahead and again, share the date, the time, your website information, where people can buy tickets to come out and participate in this fantastic event.
Okay, so it is March the 25th, which is going to come really fast. March 25th, and it's the actual all-day event from 8 to 5. It will be at the hotel at the University of Maryland. You can get tickets on our website, which is EmpowerHer, EmpowerMe.com. We're on Facebook. We have an event on Facebook, and we have the event on Eventbrite. So just look for EmpowerHer, EmpowerMe.com. We do also our nonprofit website. It has a link to go directly to the ticket sales as well. But visit us on our nonprofit website. It's youthempowerme.org, and we have videos from our past virtual summit, so you can get an idea. Some of the same presenters have supported us during the virtual summits, so you'll be able to see some of their workshops on our youthempowerme.org. But definitely check us out on Instagram, on Facebook, EmpowerHer, EmpowerMe. Our website is EmpowerHer, You can get tickets there directly. And please share. Just continue to share. We want to be able to be exposed in a way where we will get the attention of those women that really, really need to be there, because that's the bottom line. Of course, we had to have a fee to the tickets. I wish we could just, have free, free attendance, but we can't afford that. The hotel is beautiful, but it does come with a cost. So we tried to make the tickets as reasonable as possible, because both the mom and daughter is one ticket, and one ticket is $175. Each additional daughter has a small fee. For instance, the first additional daughter is $50. The third additional daughter is $30. And if you have more daughters than that, we'll contact me, Olivia Coffey, and I will try to get a group rate, because we want these women to be there. We want to empower these moms, and we want to help the moms empower their daughters, because that's what the whole thing is about. It's about giving the moms a village. And these women that are presenting, they are for the mothers, and they want to continue to support and help. So as I said, it's not going to be a one-stop shop thing. You're going to be able to meet some women that will be a part of your village to help you, because our girls are at a crisis, Damon. They really are. I mean, I can tell all kinds of stories that I face, every day when I go to work as a school counselor, but our girls really need help. They're struggling, and the moms really need support as well to help their girls. And so just share and support and sponsor a family. If you, instead of shaking your head saying, I don't know why, and getting frustrated with some of the youth, just help them and give that mom a ticket, sponsor that family and make sure they're there. And I guarantee you 100% they will get some support, and it will be very impactful for them.
I love it. I really love it. And all I can say is, ladies and gentlemen, put action into your words and your thoughts. If you walk away from anything, put some action into it. Olivia so eloquently said, we are judgmental. And as a society, instead of wondering why or talking bad about someone's situation that you really know nothing about, put action behind your thoughts. Go reach out, find out what's going on with that family. And this is a perfect event, as Olivia said, to do something that can be positive and, more importantly, have a positive impact into a family's life. So, if there's anything that you walk away with, please, like Olivia said, go out and share this word, share this message, do your part to support this event. And, with that being said, we're going to put all of Olivia's, website information, the Eventbrite information. We're going to go ahead and add the flyer and everything. And we're going to go ahead and do our part here, Two Mics Up, to help support and promote this event. It's really something that, touches me as a dad, as a young man who was raised by a single mother, who raised two other daughters on her own. So I totally understand it. And I hope you all do just walk away feeling that, you can too play a part in this, even if it's a small part, by sharing or sponsoring a family. It'll go a long way. So Olivia, thank you for
You're
taking
welcome.
them out, coming back, and please continue. You always, like I said before, you always have a home here. Anything that we can do here, Two Mics Up, and anything I can do to help support you, I'm all for it. Continued success to you. And I'm going to try to make it my business. If I can't support a family, I'll try to bring my family to come down and just take part in the wonderful events, and continued success to you and your team over at EmpowerHer, EmpowerMe, and all the work that you're doing in our community.
Thank you, Damon. It's Women's History Month, so we want to make sure we do everything we can to empower our future leaders.
That's
Because
right.
these girls are going to be our future leaders. They're going to be the ones that, when we're gone, they're going to have to lead. So we want to make sure we do everything we can to elevate them and to help them and empower them.
Yes, indeed. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Today's conversation, today's live, Women's History Month, Black Women's History Month. Man, we behind our queens, y'all. We behind our sisters. So, there you have it. Another conversation in the books. Stay tuned for more from Two Mics Up and our friends over at EmpowerHer, EmpowerMe, Olivia Coffey, the founder. Sis, I'll talk to you soon.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do it this time here on Two Mics Up. You can follow us online, IG, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Two Mics Up. You can follow us online at www.twomicsup.com. Brand new packages. If you're a small business and you're looking, to get your message out, contact us today. We're running brand new specials for small business owners as well. And like we always do at this time, ladies and gentlemen, may you stay safe, stay blessed. Mics out.
007.